We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so cast
And now, race fans, for the most famous words in motorsports, the star of Universal Pictures movie, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, Kevin James.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops, God bless America, and gentlemen, start your engine!
Okay, I think I fixed that problem. Maybe there we go. As we do have it up now, our mics were down, but you can take a look. Yep, I already fell for one, April Fools. That might have been mine as the mic just stopped working, but you saw some of these guys already coming out with mixed up paint schemes, really trying to just throw me off, and that'd be Brianna Laurent, Matt Williamson, Matt Nicholson, Dalton Gibson. Nicholson's first race in the Tour. Joe Fogg, Kirby Caputa, Pagano, John Bell, Saxton, Eddie Morris, bringing over that Morris Customs from the SCSRA League. Duvendak, Tommy Cook, Hartney, Len McNeese, Hunter Leach, Ethan Horst. And like I said earlier, but clearly nobody heard me because the mic wasn't working, 100 laps. And no, Todd, I'm not muted, buddy. I just, my mic disconnected from the Streamlabs. But that's okay. Pace car going away. First of 100 laps coming our way. Stage 25 and 50 will stay green. As we are off, and you got Candy Shack up there in front. We're mixing up cars, trying to mess with me more and more. You got Poston in the wrong number. You got Akers and Holloway switching trucks. That's okay. Confused me for a second. Thought my system was broken. It was kind of broken. Knew I shouldn't have done that trading pains refresh. As we're underway, Akers in the front. He's getting pushed by teammate Daniel Holloway. EJ Mattis rolling up there in that 69 Ford F-150. He's going to be the first Ford in the pack, surrounded by a ton of Chevys. Not too many Yodas out there. Todd Poston, one of 3, maybe. Candy Shack been dominant in the Xfinity. They look to carry that on. The green flag pit stops have definitely been the difference maker, as Candy Shack has had the least incidents going in and out of the pits. Will they be able to continue it? As not quite sure what happened with Eddie Morris, but he may have missed the start as he's already going to go a lap down. We'll try to keep this in that Daytona 500 view. Give you all the best camera angles we got. New fastest lap, John Bell with 47.190. This lead seems to get faster the longer and longer they run. So we'll see how long that fastest lap can hold. Last week we saw it change twice. And it happened probably about 3/4 of the raceway done. But right now, we saw this at the first Daytona, and this is how we opened the season. These guys opted to ride side by side. Nobody really pushed 3 wide, gave each other a lot of room and respect, and brought in some really clean racing. And looks like they're looking to do that again. As Candy Shack continues to be out front with Holloway pushing Akers. Looks like Mr. Overstreet, first car on that high side. He's out there representing the pit stall. Let's get your kickers back up and running. Not a lot of room to pass here without using a third lane. I think right now these guys are pretty comfortable. Trying to start the truck series as they started the Xfinity. It was definitely Eddie Morris now with the new fastest lap at a 47.032. It was definitely something the league wanted to try different. You know, they do a lot of Xfinity or trucks, and you don't see too many leagues where they start mixing it up by the half-season mark and then mixing it all together in the playoffs. So it was something they wanted to try. Being a new league, Duvendak really wanted to see which car would work best and what the drivers preferred. And there's always more options, and these guys are going to continue to make changes. And new fastest lap set again by Eddie Morris, this time a 46.615. We saw that last week, David Hartley, as the leader, broke his own fastest lap. Eddie Morris currently a lap down. He's looking for an early wreck. Blind Squirrels have switched it up this week with a little bit of high octane in there. Can't you see the squirrels? That you got a bunch of Mario cars running around this track. Some pretty good paint jobs going. Watch out for Ambrose Nebel, as I believe he's a blue shell. So if you're Holloway out there in the lead, you might want to be careful because it's a homing missile right for you. Right now, Ambrose in that 04. He's all the way back in 17th, so there'd be a lot of cars in front of that homing missile. Right there with Mr. Sean Wilder and John Bell. Sean, our last winner of the Xfinity's first 5 races, was able to get it done at Talladega. So pit stall finally making its splash into the lead. And they're going to look to try to build off of that. Man, Duvendak all the way back there with Mr. Brad Saxon in tow. Brianna Laurent trying to get behind her teammate on that outside. That's the 6 and the 8. That's John Bell and Laurent, both for high octane. Len McNeese, he's able to get past Mr. Pagano. He moves to the 22nd. That's going to be a little side-by-side action. You see it. Low line, high line. Not a lot of passing happening, but more lap traffic coming. This time it may be Ethan Horst in that 15. He's going to go to the high line. Try to stay out of the way of these leaders. Well, almost a little bit of contact there from the 46 of Dave Overstreet. Almost didn't tuck in behind fast enough, and the 15th dodges one. 15 tried to get as high as he could. Kept it pretty good up there in the wall. Overstreet just may have slid up a little bit, but luckily, no contact made. As the 15 gonna head on down. That's gonna put the stupid 29 of Chris Akers. That's right, you heard it here, Chris. I don't like your car. Oh, well, screwing with me. I'm just glad Todd finally made it in a Skittles car. If only he could get the right number. So at least we got Skittles going for us. We're moving somewhere. John Bell going to that bottom side. Laurent gonna make contact. She is going to make some doors, and we are gonna wreck here. That's Todd Poston getting involved. Oh, and this should bring out our first caution, as it will. We saw it here first. We saw it. It started with the door from Brianna Laurent in that 6. Let's see if we can find her car. And we will get out of that. You see the 6 just comes down. I don't know. I don't think she saw anyone down there, and right there. So I think she thought she was clear of Poston. Not clear of the 80. That's going to be Spencer Teal. And then the chaos from behind. And let's ride with Todd Poston. He's actually, oh no, what number is Todd Poston tonight? 18, 19, 31. He's got me all over the place. Gonna get a little neck code there, but definitely dooring Poston. And he's going to get rammed by the 14, and round they go. And big collisions. Let's see who all involved in that wreck. You're going to have Brianna Laurent, Spencer Teal, Kirby Caputa, Todd Poston, Matt Williamson, Frank Ranger, Vincent Pagano, Wilder, and David Hartney. All with a little bit of contact. At least 2x, some 4x. And it looks like Pagano already opting to use the fast repair. And while they do this...
Here's what got you.
No, don't you worry about it, boys. The booth is here, and I'd like to know what is going on with these stupid cars.
April Fools!
Man, you know, I thought my thing was broken because when I pulled up the grid, I was like, wait, that's not hot. What are these guys doing? And Todd already warned me his car is wrong, but his number's wrong, but his car is not right either. But that's a good one, guys, because I thought it was broken. But no, I'm not muted. I fixed it. We're live. So,
Yeah, I'm glad I asked.
my computer did its own problem, and you guys started this broadcast. I'm glad I was muted, though, when it first came, because I was confused, panicking, like, what's going on with the grid?
Our plan worked perfectly,
That was
dude.
the plan.
Well, it did, and one thing you guys, I know down here in Candy Shack don't want to see is this caution, because that's going to allow all these guys to get in the pits and take advantage. You guys want those green flag pit stops. What's the strategy to go forward here in these trucks over the next 5 races?
Fix 4.5 minutes of damage.
Well, you're in trouble, Todd. You might as well just pop that fast repair. Nope. You should have came out in that regular car. It has better luck. You came out here with a Busch paint scheme. What do you expect was going to happen?
Especially a Kyle Busch paint scheme.
That's what I'm saying. He came out here with a Kyle paint scheme. He knew there was going to be some carnage. But I'm gonna hop out of here. That was a good one, guys, because I was definitely confused. I'm glad that I wasn't here when everybody took Akers' paint scheme that one time, because it was. I'm still confused trying to watch you guys as the leaders, but it's kicking in.
All I gotta say is that I'm kind of, always curious how everybody looked at my truck and saying, "Hey, kiss this." So now I got the full version of it. Now I like it, but only difference is when I'm behind somebody, I still got that smiley face helmet laughing at you.
You sure do, and we'll take that joke this time. So joke was on me because it confused me. But we'll catch y'all here in a little bit as I'm going to get my butt back up into the booth and stop watching Todd try to repair this damage.
So, there's some candy and stuff, but there's always tricks up our sleeves here.
Well, we'll see what you got going on. Watch out, because there's blue turtle shells out there on the track, and Ambrose is known to get back to the front, but everyone's got to go with him tonight. So,
should have
Stand
put a
for.
Bowser helmet on for tonight.
all right, guys. Well, I'm out of here. We'll catch you in a little bit.
Long race. We'll see you later.
And Poston heading back out to the track and not using the fast repair as he stated. Well, I go back to most exciting, and guess what I catch? Todd Poston. So we got to go back up here with Mr. Daniel Holloway and Chris Akers as they go side by side in the wrong colored cars. As they are 1 to go to green. This time around, it'll be 86 laps to go. And I'll tell you what, I don't like that. See, I did it wrong today. I'm messing everything up, but it's not really messing up if it's April Fool's, is it? As we're on lap 14 of 100, and we'll swap it over at lap 66. Remember, the stage will stay green, and we'll be in 11 laps. Pace car having used a little headlight action tonight. As we finally got us a night race going. That's what I should have done. Should have moved the track to Talladega and made a night race and played my own April Fools. Good luck, guys. You can use flashlights. Akers on the bottom, Holloway going to be on top. Going to have Overstreet, DJ Maddish in the rear. And then followed by Carl Lingle and J.R. Johnson. Carl Lingle looking to continue his strong run this season. As the pace car goes away for the second time tonight, they enter the Geico restart zone. And green flag. Remember, that's Chris Akers on the bottom, Daniel Holloway up top. I got to try to remember it. See old Rob Duvendak. He moved up a little bit after that caution-filled pit stop. He's up to 14th. Remember, opted to start way in the back. DJ Maddish, he's putting the testing to this truck as he is pushing Mr. Holloway. And we see Duvendak heading to that high side. Holloway gonna get clear of Akers. He's gonna come down in front of him once his teammate doing the pushing. That's gonna leave DJ Maddish, his car on the high side. He's gonna be looking at Carl Lingle for some help. I Can't tell if Flingel's in a turtle car. It does not look like the normal car. Yep, he's in that Mario 30. I'm telling you what, we need to get past April Fools because these trucks are confusing me. Not running those normal paint schemes. Overstreet now on the bottom. You're going to have Candy Shack, and Pit Stall in your top three. As they're looking to just stay single file. Looks like we've got another squirrel coming on. Oh, actually, we've got Dalton Gibson, it looks like, coming on the outside in the 07. I believe Dalton or Kurt, one of those two. Oh, the 07 cutting through the grass. And just as I'm talking about Dalton, the caution's out. And this time, let's see, who's it going to claim? It's going to be a big one. It's going to be back there with Kirby Caputa, Gibson, J.R. Johnson, Overstreet, Wilder, Poston again, Greenlee, Williamson, Weber, Nicholson, Fogg, Ranger, McNeese, John Bell, Duvendak, Hunter Leach, and Spencer Teal. So we need to find Mr. Kirby Caputa as it is going to start somewhere back there with him. Duvendak looks like he was involved. Let's ride. Let's see if it's already happened here. Let me find the 99. It's not happening yet. And that's where the 07 goes down below. We've got one getting turned. Duvendak trying to check up. Barely makes contact and then gets ran into by the 80 of Teal and John Bell simultaneously. His rear end's going to be broke. And that was our caution, our second caution of the night. And with that, we're going to head to commercial. And we are back from the pit stall commercial. Like and follow those guys over on Facebook, as they are the ASR Tour League sponsor. Mr. Osborne, they're not squirrels tonight. They're a bunch of Mario brothers out here. As we are riding around with one right now, and that's going to be Tyler Hurd. Coming out here with Star Power. Akers going to be in second. Holloway going to be our leader. And we're going to do our first check-in, as it looks like Iowa has a 7-point lead on LSU right now in the women's Final Four showdown. Or the Elite 8. So they're still in the Elite 8 in the women's side. Caitlin Clark already with 34 points, putting a team on her back. And we'll keep track of that as this night continues. Already our second caution of the night. And still 5 laps to go until our stage break coming. Riding around with Mr. J.R. Johnson. He's going to be starting out there in 6th on that high side. Bouncing between a couple different Mario cars. Let's see. Looks like a lot of cars taking damage early. Matt Nicholson had to use his fast repair. Will Weber had to use his fast repair. Pagano used his. Sean Wilder, Spencer Teal, they took theirs, and Kirby Caputa had to take his. Kirby out there, he's trying to catch the pack. He's got plenty of time as they're just now entering turn 3. Candy Shack, though, sitting 1-2. Will the league be able to take some stage points away from these guys? They've been pretty dominant throughout stages. And I think Tyler Hurt, he's got that star power tonight, so we'll see if he's able to get it done in the next 5 laps. Look for Akers and Holloway to try to control the lines as the pace car goes away. Now we are back to green flag racing at the ASR Tour here on SCSRA Broadcasting. Akers and Holloway going side by side. Akers on the high side, Holloway on the bottom. Whoa, we're going to push it pretty wide there. As Dave Overstreet may have given a little peek, and the 07 going to get jammed high into the wall. And the lead going to get plenty of room. Oh man, Dalton Gibson, he almost got wrecked out. Big respect from those guys following behind him, giving a nice checkup. You saw everybody tighten up. Gibson able to come back down. Oh, as they come to the line, we've got guys wrecking into the pits. More wrecking going on behind. We've got a lot of door-to-door action going, and it's going to stay green. Well, that looked a little bit crazier than I thought, but looks like everybody was able to save it and get back to the very back of the pack at least. And you can see these drivers back here were the ones going through the field in the grass. Right now, Holloway on the bottom, Akers up top. Only a 5-car pack here because of the chaos that happened behind them. This field really spread out now. The caution did not come out. It looked like every car entered pit road. Or the actual grass. It definitely hit pit road. You can see Pagano, Weber. Well, Weber cleared it. So Pagano definitely hit the pits, got the black flag, they cleared it. Matt Nicholson, they cleared it. As Akers on that high side by himself. Tyler Hurt, he's pushing Mr. Daniel Holloway. That second pack has caught back up. Gubendak peeking out, seeing if anybody will go with him. He's going to need some help in the next lap if he wants to make some positioning up. He's currently sitting 9th. Still inside of, passes Tommy Cook into 8th. Gubendak looking to get some stage points here, as he did opt to get up to Chris Akers. See if he can push him up. As the 69 Maddish going to come up and put a block on Akers. Akers going to stick his nose in there and say, all right, DJ, we're going. You're going to the front, buddy. As they come to the line. This is going to be close, and it's going to finish, I believe, with DJ Madish. And we'll get some sort. If it ended now, Madish, Holloway, Akers, Duvendak, Hurt, Ambrose, Overstreet, Bog, Greenlee, and Johnson. So a little bit mixed. Great job by Duvendak, able to get from 10th all the way up to 4th with a little bit of Chris Akers' help. Madish with a really smart move there. Able to hop up, and if you're going to hop up, you get in front of Chris Akers. He's pushing in the lead real quick. That's going to bring DJ Madish will be our stage winner. Oh, we are actually DJ. Well, not this will be our stage. I looked at the wrong lap. We got a complete 25. That's going to mix it all even more around. As the caution is going to come out, it's going to be Akers, Holloway, Overstreet. So I was a lap too early, and I apologize for that. And the wrecking happens as they're coming to the line. We're going to have to back it up. And it's going to happen right behind the 99 of Rob Duvendak. Let's see if we can give him... Well, this might actually be a pretty decent angle here. As you see, 73 comes on up, clips DJ Madish. DJ Madish all the way into pit road. He's bringing Carl Lingle with them. So let's call that our stage position. And it looks like Duvendak was going to get a top 5. Overstreet 4, Chris Akers 3, Tyler Hurt 2, and Daniel Holloway 1, I believe, is how it came across the line. And we will get that verified as we head to another caution commercial. As everybody coming down pit road this time, going to take a little gas. We'll be back. we'll call that our stage caution as, well, looks like the 99 giving a little bit of love there to old Chris Akers. That was super aggressive. I'd take it serious if they weren't buddies, but oh boy. No X. Giving him a little love. As we finally make it past a quarter of the race. 74 laps or so to go. And Candy Shack been out front. But you got a pair of Shooter McGavin up there in 5th and 6th as David Hartney did come out of the pits. In 5th, ahead of Rob Duvendak. These guys were working on trying to get some damage fixed on their car. As they're going to look to try to get a long run here. It's been a struggle so far, as that was our 3rd caution. That one coming to the stage, so seemed like a little bit of a move to get some points, and just did not work out for some of them as guys had to wreck throughout the pits. Daniel Holloway did win our 1st stage. So Candy Shack continuing the dominance as they come to the line. Green flag once again. Tyler Hurt, he's going to be behind Holloway. Hurt, the last couple of weeks, he's really started to get a pretty good relationship with these guys and kind of push them around the track as Overstreet drops in front of Candy Shack. Duvendak looking to push Chris Akers. Holloway pushing Dave. These guys trying to stay up front out of all the action. Seems all of our cautions have come middle of the pack or further back. Let's see, Duvendak trying to breathe it as he does get Akers clear. He's going to drop Akers in front of Dave Overstreet. Now Duvendak. He's going to have to depend on his teammate, David Hartney. Maybe he can get him up there and clear. The Women's Elite 8 game. Iowa up by 12 with 2 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the 4th. See if Iowa and Caitlin Clark can move on to the Final 4. The favorite number 1 is Duvendak. He's going to drop down. He's going to drop in front of Chris Akers. That's going to leave David Hartney, his teammate, to his high side. Jacob Greenlee going to be the pusher of the high side. Just a few short laps, we've had 3 different lead changes as that outside line definitely getting some good runs. Able to clear that front driver. That front driver opts to drop down and take the lead. This time, Rob Duvendak trying to get some action. As Daniel Holloway comes up in that Reese 21. He's going to go up to the high side. See if he can add to the pushing mix here. Hartney rocking that SCSRA paint scheme in that Ford F-150. Duvendak using Old Faithful. We saw him run it on Wednesday night. And David Hartney going round by round. This is going to be a big one, as Greenlee may have hit him in the corner. Oh, man. And if you are David Hartney, you are going for another ride. Let's follow here. Not quite sure. Was this just a hit gone wrong? As we'll ride with Greenlee, let's get inside. Hartney still riding the Tommy Strong. As Hartney goes up a little bit, Greenlee does not let off and hits him in that back corner. That's going to send David Hartney round and round and round. And let's see if we can ride with the 34. As Eddie Morris going by, he is going to collect a bunch of trucks here. 17 going to get into a little bit of action. Oh, Poston smoothly getting around it. See Carl Lingle trying to get to his high side. Hartney trying to keep it off the track. He's going inside wall. Slows it up before the contact. And a slew of cars here involved in that wreck. Let's see. How many X's did we collect? Greenlee, Overstreet, Holloway, Hartney, Akers, Bell, Horse, Pagano, Laurent, Spencer Teal, Poston, Jr., Frank Ranger Jr., Lingle, and Joe Fogg and Tommy Cook. They just catch a 1X for entering the grass and avoiding the wreck. So that car, this caution going to bring what could be a bunch of fast repairs. Looks like Horst and Pagano made contact late. We'll see where the fast repairs are going. Who's going to have to use them? Teal, Nicholson, they used theirs. Pagano. Weber used his earlier. Caputa used his. Joe Spog, Wilder used theirs earlier. Looks like Hartney going to check out the action. I don't believe he caught a meatball, so he may just be trying to fix the damage and see if he can get back out there. Mr. David Overstreet going to be our leader once again, as Chris Akers going to follow. He's going to start on the high side. Tyler Hurt and Rob Duvendak, they're going to be row 2. Ambrose, Tommy Cook, row 3. Eddie Morris all the way back. Carl Lingle, row 4. Dalton Gibson, Sean Wilder. That's going to complete our top 10. Iowa looking to get there. They've got 1 minute to go, up 12. It's going to be very tough for this LSU team to come back, as Clark now has 37 points. Daniel Holloway, looks like he had to go in and pit. And he's trying to get back caught up. And he will. But Holloway, remember, he's been up there in the lead, back and forth, somewhere in the top 5 all night. He's now dropped to 26th. as they come back around, enter turn 4. They're going to be looking to go green this time around. Overstreet on the bottom, Akers going to be on top. I think Akers is going to be okay with either of the decisions here, as he's worked well with Tyler Hurd over the last couple weeks. And we know he's got a history with Duvendak. Duvendak, I think, would love to get Chris Akers clear. He's got Eddie Morris behind him. Eddie rocking that Morris Customs 5. And ASR Tour and SCSRA, they definitely appreciate everything Morris Customs does for both leagues. Eddie had a pretty rough week last week. He's looking to rebound and see if we can get him a podium finish here in the ASR. He's currently running 6th. Hit 1 lap to green. Looks like Leach, McNeese, Wilder, and Williamson, they're doing the top off as they have entered the pits. They're going to try to get some gas, a little quick top off, get back out there, and they'll start single file in the back of the pack. We'll watch and wait for the, we got a couple guys getting off pit road extremely late. This could be, did we extend? I'm not quite sure what happened here. We'll head to quick commercial and find out. Our Thursday night show here on SCSRA Broadcasting. Our live show with David Hartney. Make sure you tune in every Thursday. Special guests and learning the drivers. I think this week we actually had a little Eddie Morris and talks about his rough week and trying to hold drivers accountable. So tune in and check out that as Eddie having a good time over there last Thursday. This last caution did get extended as we did have a car blink out and hit a bunch of cars under caution, and that gave them a ton of damage. Caution extended, give them a shot to try to repair it. As we are finally back to green flag racing after what was a pretty long caution, but we're back. We're going to have a pretty damaged field out here. But these front 10 drivers all seem to be pretty good. As Akers and Overstreet up there in the lead. There's Duvendak trying to clear Akers, and he's going to want that. He's got Eddie Morris. Eddie said, push the pusher. I'm going to shove the pusher, as he's going to bring that nose right up to the rear of Duvendak. See if he can get Duvendak clear to the front. Dalton Gibson, he's back up there in that 07. He's going to be riding behind Eddie Morris. And Tyler Hurt still riding on that lower line. He's going to be behind Mr. David Overstreet. Duvendak drops down. He's going to put Duvendak on the bottom, Morris on the top. All the action coming from behind. I think these guys are plenty okay being up there right now with the leaders. As you see, Chris Akers shoving Duvendak around. Morris, well, he's going to need a little bit more out of Dalton Gibson if he wants to get it in front of Duvendak to clear. That high line gives you a pretty good run. On that high line, not getting the pushes out of Dalton Gibson that he's going to need here. Whoa, man, you just saw Rob Duvendak break right there as Chris Akers gave him a huge shove, instantly pulled off, and Duvendak able to keep it straight and showing why he's a veteran here. I'll tell you what, if Akers would have shoved me like that, I'd be somewhere in an infield right now, possibly in the wall, collecting the field. But Duvendak able to keep it clear, keep it straight. But what it did allow was a checkup on that bottom line, and Eddie Morris, he's going to try to clear his. Gibson's pushing him around the top. Morris is clear if he wants it. Will he take it? He will not. Oh, he comes down late. He is going to drop down in front of Rob Duvendak. And Eddie Morris to the lead. Thank you, Mr. Misfit Zombies in your wrong Skittles car. Akers, he's going to slide to that high side. He's going to try to get a momentum run with Dalton Gibson. Dalton Gibson's just going to work to see how many cars he can push to the lead here. This time, the 46, the 99, and the 5, they're all linked up a little tight. Almost trouble as you see them get a little squirrely there. Overstreet doing a little bit extra push on the pusher. They're able to straighten it out and keep it going. No one in front of Eddie Morris. He'd like to keep it that way, at least for the next 57 laps. But that's unlikely, as Chris Akers is coming on that high side. Holloway still back there in 25th. This has probably been the first up. You know what? Todd Poston has cracked the top 10. He's all the way back up to 6th. I was going to say this is the first time Chris Akers has had to ride up at the top 5 without a teammate. But just like that, Poston creeping his way back up in here. He's crawling. He's had a couple incidents tonight. not of his doing. He's kind of just been in the wrong place at the wrong time. He is crawling his way back up. And somehow did not have to use his fast repair. Looks like he got most of it, if not all of it, repaired. A little bit of shuffle now as Duvendak's going to pop up. He's going to come to the high side. That's going to leave Overstreet on the bottom. And that may have been a strategy there as Duvendak wants to control that high line. He knows the stage is coming soon. And if you're going to jump up in front of someone to get a run, who better than Chris Akers? And you see Post in there in that 18 Skittles, running that Bush scheme. We've been waiting for the debut of the Skittles car to that Candy Shack rotation of cars and never got it in the Xfinity. Chris Akers just, I guess he's just too busy these days. Can't hook Mr. Todd Poston up. As Eddie Morris on that bottom side, Duvendak still on the high side. Overstreet trying to keep Eddie Morris out there in front. Akers trying to get Duvendak to the front. Oh, a little bit of fanning out. A little bit of contact going on in that middle back there. A caution now would definitely bring out our stage. As they're coming to 3 laps here. Side by side, they come down the backstretch. Not too many changes happening. As Kirby Caputa, though, does crack into the top 5. He's going to be the 3rd car. I think Caputa going to be a little baby Toad or Princess. He might actually be baby Princess. We'll have to check in and see what Kirby's running. Duvendak still on that high side. Akers trying to get him up in the front. We'll see if he's able to do anything here in the next 2 laps. As they enter the backstretch. See Duvendak getting a little squirrely there. That tells me Akers giving a little bit harder shove. But that is going to take the momentum away from the high side. Caputa to get a little pop-up there. That may have thrown a little caution in the 99's way. And go Caputa with a dangerous move. You see him get up in front of Duvendak. He's trying to keep it straight. I don't know if you wanted to do that, but Duvendak gonna shove you. You better hold on, Kirby. He's gonna make you go for a ride here. You're up there with some of the best pushers in the league, and will they be able to get Kirby to the front? As they're on the backstretch for the last time in stage 2. And Overstreet is going to get in front of Eddie Morris. Duvendak going to pop up, make a little high line. Is he going to, try to make a third run? Caputa's going to come up with him. Duvendak's going to get around him. And we're going to go 3 wide for this stage ending. Duvendak just getting doored back and forth. Overstreet going to be our stage 2 winner. Dave Overstreet wins stage 2. Eddie Morris in second. Oh, we're going to get our caution here as you see the Mario may have caught a little bit of star power here. Where did that happen here? Let's go find us, we're going to find us one of these star cars as, I don't think, it might have been Ethan Horst actually. Maybe not. He did catch a 4X. Ethan does not have the star car. He doesn't have the Mario Kart. Oh, there it is right here. And that's going to be Carl Lingle. So let's get over here to old Carl, and he's in that Mario 30. And find out what happens. Let's keep rewinding. He's got damage, damage upon damage upon damage. As we're going to try to ride with the 30. Maybe. Right there. And the squirrels are going to make contact. That's going to be Lingle and Ambrose. And Hurst did catch that 4X by running in there. And we got one going round and round. 6, Brianna Laurent comes in for a little last tap on Carl. And that is what brought our caution. We've got a little Smash Brothers happening. As we're trying to get all these cars repaired. Mr. Caputa is out in front. And it looks like he may have won the battle for the pits. Clawing his way back, coming off second, is going to be Todd Poston. Duvendak coming way back here in 10th. It was getting a little scary for the 99. We got a little octane action though. They are out in front. Just past the halfway point. We will head back to commercial. Hart Tools, exclusive to Walmart. Brought to us by Mr. William Weber in that 92 down there with Shooter McGavin. He got me to change. And I'll tell you what, it gets the job done. Most people will be a little skeptical saying, oh, buy your tools from Walmart. Let me tell you, those Hart Tools, they're pretty solid. I've had 0 issues with them. And if I did, I know the man to call. Poston and Caputa starting on the front line. Somehow, Todd crawls his way all the way back up here. Interesting set of teammates behind him. John Bell and Chris Akers. And then Tyler Hurd still rolling in the top 5. Eddie Morris going to be 6th. As we come to the line one more time. Coming to lap 55 as they enter the Geico restart zone. Green flag is out. So our flag man is he's been busy tonight. Caputa and Bell, they're gonna have to try to fight off Poston and Chris Akers. No easy challenge. But right now doing a good job linking up together. As they come around the back stretch. Kirby a little squirrely up there in front. Bell must be doing a pretty good job trying to push him. Well, Caputa almost comes up, makes contact with Poston as Poston pinches down. To the line they come. Todd Poston barely gets past Caputa for the lap lead. He's going to drop down in front of Caputa. Oh, Kirby getting a little squirrely. John Bell now getting a little squirrely. Eddie Morris sees the swaying. As this time, Tyler Hurt going to shove Chris Akers. And they are going to clear Todd Poston. That's now going to put David Overstreet. He's going to be the first car on the high side. He's going to have Dalton Gibson. We've seen Dalton push a bunch of cars tonight up there to the lead. Will he be able to get David Overstreet clear? Looks like Spencer Teal, DJ Maddox, David Hartney, Carl Lingle, and Matt Nicholson. Well, Matt Nicholson out of session. So it looks like 4 cars, 1 lap down. Side by side, these guys are going. You can tell they're riding high in those turns. They kind of come back down, try to run a middle lane into the turns. Truck's moving a little bit on them. Hurt, though, doing a great job trying to keep Akers out there in front. The 6 of Brianna Loren having a little bit of trouble trying to keep the truck straight. You can see she is definitely exiting the turn extremely high, getting pretty close to that wall. She's going to have to be careful. If she goes too high, some of these guys will close gaps. Laurent with teammate John Bell. Bell back in 6th. Did fall all the way back from the P3 position. Remember, he started behind his teammate Kirby on the restart. But Akers, Overstreet, Tyler Hurt able to get out in front. Dalton Gibson, he's up there. He's going to be able to push her on the high side. And Rob Dubendak, the only car in the 3rd lane. Well, he comes back in. I was going to say, is he going to be able to make some ground here? He's got Holloway with him. And I know if Duvendak is going to put it 3 wide, well, Holloway's going to go with him. And they're going to push it and see if they can push their way back up to the front. But it's going to be hard for these guys to do right now as the field taking up almost all the track on turn exit. As you see, Laurent goes up again. I don't know if the 99 wants to chance that right now with the 21. He sees them taking up most of the track. He knows if he gets next to him, that track's gone. And the only thing stopping him, well, is their truck. As they come out of turn 4, they're going to come to the line. To the start of lap 62, and we're going to have a caution coming right out of the tri-oval. This is going to be another one claiming a bunch of cars. And the 6 going to be involved again. I saw her car going sideways. Ooh, this one's going to start in the middle. And that's going to be Dalton Gibson. So let's see if we can find Mr. Dalton here. He's going to be breaking loose. What causes it? Well, looks like 3 wide action for sure. Let's get into a far chase here. He's going to shake and bake off the 18. That's going to be Poston. Smashes into John Bell. And the chaos behind as they see the wreck and they're trying to avoid. Let's see if we can get back in here to old TV3 and see how many cars we got involved. And like I was saying, Holloway and Duvendak, they were thinking about a 3rd line and smartly chose to avoid it. As you see Duvendak coming through now. And we are under caution again. Looks like Akers, Overstreet, Hurt, Poston, who got the initial contact there, but able to keep it straight and going. They're going to start on the first 2 lines. That wreck going to involve Gibson, Poston, Hurt, John Bell, and those are going to be your 4Xs. Caputo, Weber, Ethan Horse. Well, Caputo and Weber, they cut through the grass and got safe. Horse, Pagano, Greenlee, McNeese, J.R. Johnson, Tommy Cook, Brianna Laurent, Matt Williamson, and Spencer Teal. They're going to collect some 4Xs. So we are about to have some pretty damaged cars coming into the pits. And here they come. We'll keep an eye on the fast repairs. See who's got to use them. Is Bell going to get in his pit box? Teal going to get in his. Looks like Akers going to come in. He's going to pit. Holloway coming in. Duvendak coming in. And the race for position is real. As they're still coming in and out. remain on pit road. And it looks like the 04 right now, he is checked up for the pace car. And there we go. The 04 did not come in and pit. DJ Madish, he's on a 14 lap run or 14 lap stint. Couple cars on different stints. Majority of them came into pit. Ambrose had to use his fast repair. John Bell used his fast repair. Kirby Caputo already used his. Holloway used his. Weber has used his. Joe Fogg has now used his. Wilders used his early. Ranger. Madish. Brianna Laurent had to use hers. Vince Pagano had to use hers. Or his. And Spencer Teal. And Carl Lingle. All using fast repairs. So a lot of different cars having to use that magic. And we'll head to commercial one more time as we're going to change it back to laps to go. So we're going to come to lap 66. We'll be right back. And a word from the pit stall. As they are the league sponsor, as mentioned earlier in the broadcast. And I'll tell you what, week one, the Xfinities starting at Daytona, they were having a much better night. These trucks, well, they might be causing a little bit of some issues for them, as we've had a couple cautions tonight. Sorry, Todd, you don't get a petition, sir. You're up there in the points. And I almost talked to you all 5 weeks. Just missed you last week. 69 Blink ran over people. Well, that's not good. Is the pace car going to go away? Mr. Kniebles. Well, Mr. Knieble, he's going to be out there in front. He's going to have David Overstreet giving him some shoves. He's got Tyler Hurt to his outside. Will he be able to get a little teammate love here? The blue shell has made it. He's going to have to fight off Chris Akers. So if you're the blue shell and you're in the lead, it's kind of a wasted shell, or does it just take yourself out? Pretty sure it just kind of goes around and never comes back to hit anyone. But Akers must have been using a couple, as we've had Kniebles must have been using a couple of them tonight, as we've had a ton of cautions, but he's able to get back out in front on a 12-lap stint. So, interesting. He's looking for a quick caution so he can go in and get the gas that he did not go in underneath this last caution. As they have completed 66% of this race. Had no green flag pit stops tonight, which is very unusual. We'll see if they're able to turn it around for these last 34 to go. Tyler Hurt. He's been up here all night. He is in the lead. Finally gets a break. He's going to have John Bell pushing behind him as Nebel fell all the way back to 6th. And Daniel Holloway, well, he's back up here. He's pushing Mr. William Weber. Weber looking to get some lap lead. We've seen Shooter McGavin a couple times up there. We've seen him drop in, drop out. Let's take a look at our teams. A little bit easier to see here. So we've got a squirrel in the lead. A Shooter on the high side. Octane, Double Candy. Joe Fogg, who runs down there with Octane, but he independently drives. Another squirrel, some more candy, and the pit stall finally with Mr. Dave Overstreet. Royal Greenhorn, they'd like to gain some positions here as Williamson, their first driver, back there in 16th. As Nebel comes to pit road. Tyler Hurt and Will Weber. Weber trying to get a big run. Oh, looks like we have Eddie Morris still holding on to that fastest lap for the night. Oh, we got one going hard into the wall, and this is going to collect. Daniel Holloway. Holloway keeps it straight. Oh, Duvidak, he's going to get collected. And I believe, will the caution come out or did? The 99, oh, there it is. I was going to say, the 99, I think is the reason the caution did come out. Because if the contact doesn't happen in the 99, well, maybe not. There's a couple cars that go in. Looks like 99 and the 5 are both headed to the infield here. Eddie Morris just gets jammed in there. Great save as he just slips past the 144. Oh my goodness. Well, it's safe to say race review is gonna be busy tonight. Yeah, we'll say tonight. Let's see who collected some X's this time around. Bell, Weber, Morris, Holloway, Poston, McNeese, J.R. Johnson, Tommy Cook, Duvendak, Brianna Laurent, Brad Saxon, Wilder, Hunter Leach, Carl Lingle, all with a 4X. Jacob Greenlee collects a 4X. Lingle gets a 1X for hitting the grass. And with our next caution, and you know what? Ambrose Nebel, that's going to bring him to the back of the pack. So, Knievel to the back. And I believe he did maintain, no, he did fall one lap down, I think. But we'll check into commercial break once again. And the dinner has arrived. Well, I guess I'm eating milkshakes and onion rings or something tonight. Doesn't sound too healthy, but hey, after tonight, I think you need a little bit non-healthy, as we are almost 3/4 of the way through this race. It's been pretty caution-filled that, well, the 99, he's going to have a busy time either tonight or tomorrow trying to review this one, as they are stacking back up on this backstretch. Got a couple cars coming off, 73, 88. Looks like the 91, he's still on pit road. Is he rolling? Yes, Mr. Sean Wilder is rolling. He's going to have to try to catch up here. As we are green once again, Overstreet and Acres, they're battling for this first place battle here. Tyler Hurt, he's still battling. He'd like to get out there back in that lead. I know he's been having a good time pushing Chris Akers, but I'll tell you what, I think he wants Chris Akers to push him right now. Akers out in front. Still got Mr. Tyler Hurt doing the pushing. Holloway pushing Mr. David Overstreet. Poston, he's up in fourth. I'll tell you what, he'd like to stay in fourth. You don't want to be fifth and sixth. He seems to be taking a beating back there, so he's going to go for a change here. Dubedak in around up the top 10. Matt Williamson, he's going to get into the top 10. He's in 9th currently. Joe Fogg, Frank Ranger. And the caution is out. Lingle, Pagano, Ambrose Saxton, and David Hartney all to be involved. And we'll take a little bit of a rewind here. Is the 14 driving backwards? 04 going to come in, turn the 14. Round and round they go. Oh, and this is where Hartney, oh, does he make it by? He's okay. As the caution is out again, Tyler Hurt will be our leader, and we'll head to commercial. And we are not going to start over as we are in our final quarter of this race. Under caution once again. Everybody going in the pits. Akers going to beat Tyler Hurd out. They're going to start side by side. As we are live once again, as we're gonna enter the back stretch with 1 to go here. It's gonna bring us 21 laps. As we go green this time, Mr. Chris Akers, Mr. David Overstreet, Tyler Hurt, Matt Williamson, they're going to try to see what they can get accomplished. Hurt's going to be on that high side. He's going to have a little bit of help. He's got Todd Poston behind him. Poston's car definitely a little damaged.